So currently, like while Wanda's taking her makeup off, I want to tell you about these wipes real quick. So these wipes are a makeup must have. Everybody loves a good makeup look, but a key piece to every makeup look is how you're going to remove it. These makeup wipes are they $30 now for the bulk 100?
Yes, 30. Mm-hmm.
$30 rechargeable wipe. I love these wipes because, like I said, they're rechargeable. I mean, literally, you can use one to take off your entire look, run it under some water to rinse some of that makeup out, and you can go right back in. Yes, Carlo, wipes are a lifesaver. Yes, they are. And great MAC hack. They are also a wing liner saver. If you are like me and your wing liner is like all crazy on one side, take that makeup wipe, wrap it around your finger, get some white moisture on a 212 brush just to clean it up and get that really nice, precise, sharp line. Great tool. If you guys didn't see Leah's message just now, she'll be manning the chat box. So drop all of your comments, concerns, questions, etc. down below for joining this class today. And if you purchase with us today, you will get a complimentary one-on-one session with either myself or Wanda using hashtag Valentine's Day. So definitely when you go ahead and make your purchase, use Valentine's as your, what do we call those? Your special code. I don't know what you call that.
Yeah. Your special code
just for you guys. Hashtag Valentine's Day, and that will get you a special one-on-one VIP session with either myself, Jasmine from Acadiana in Lafayette, or Wanda from Pecanland in Monroe.
Yes. I'm excited. Let's
get
started.
Me too.
So I know that Jasmine already has her brows already nice and prepped. I'm going to use mine with Pro Longwear Concealer. This is an amazing concealer. Again, it's a 24-hour wear concealer. So I'm going to use that as my eyeshadow base. And again, it's dual purpose. So you can use it underneath your eyes as well. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to take that with a 242 flat brush. There we go. And I'm going to use that to carve out underneath my brows and put it all over my eyelid as an eyeshadow base. So let's do that. And I know Jasmine has some on already. So
I have the same concealer on actually. I use Pro Longwear Concealer to base my eye. So great concealer to use as an eyeshadow base.
Yes. I'm going to take that again with the 242 flat shaders brush. And I'm just going to trace right underneath the brows. Take that all the way, kind of carving out that brow little by little, and then take that all the way on the eyelid. And again, I'm taking this as my eyeshadow base. So if I put it on a little too heavy, it's okay, because I'm going to blend it out with a blending brush. Just like so. I know it looks crazy. No worries. It's going to be nice and blended. So I'm just going to take the blending brush on the edge and just blend it out and buff it out so it blends into the skin, into the makeup that I already have on. Right? And I'm going to do the same on the other side. So I'm going to take it again on the back of my hand with the 242 brush. We're going to take it tracing underneath my brow. This is perfect if you haven't tweezed in a while. Basically, it covers all the hairs, any imperfections, any discoloration. And again, it's going to make your eyeshadow last even longer, as well as make the color pop even more. So again, this is the 24-hour wear Pro Longwear Concealer as my eyeshadow base. And then again, I'm going to blend that with the blending brush on the edges into my foundation. So that way I don't have to worry about adding more. It's just going to be nice and blended effortlessly. All right.
Definitely a great base to start your eye look with. And what I love about this concealer is that it also helps smooth over the eye. For me in particular, I have some eye texture, and my crease is a little bit more oily than Wanda's in specific. So with Pro Longwear Concealer, it still allows me to keep that, that mattified or mattification, that oil control in my eyelid area, so that I'm not getting any creases throughout the day with my eyeshadow.
Yes, 100%. It is full coverage and a matte finish, so you're going to get both oil controlling features of it, but it's still comfortable at the same time. Okay, so once you have your eyelids prepped, then we're going to go in with the beautiful transition color. Now, this one is called Texture. You could use this, or you could also use your bronzer or like a darker powder that you have at home, We're going to use texture because it has a little bit of reflex in it, but not too much. And again, it's a tan color. I believe that Jasmine already has this on, or she's going to apply.
I am going to apply some more because I love texture that much, but I do have texture on already, and it is a warm tan shade that has a very, very small amount of shimmer. Great for any skin type, just to warm the eye up.
Yes. So because the eyeshadow base is wet or damp right now, I'm just going to tap it first in the middle. Again, wherever you put the brush first, it's going to be the most intense color. So I'm going to tap it there. And then I'm just going to take it back and forth like windshield wiper motions. And then I'm barely touching the skin to make sure the brush blends for me. So I'm basically letting the brush do all the work. So just back and forth, windshield wiper motions. Just like so. And I can take it a little bit higher, whatever's left over, just ever so slightly. Just barely touch the skin and bring it up a little bit higher. And just like so. And do the same on the other side. So again, I like to stamp the color first, the product first. That way it kind of dries it like you're setting the concealer. Then I'm just going to take it back and forth, windshield wiper motions. And then whatever's left on the brush, I'm taking it a little bit higher to make sure there's no harsh lines. Do you have any tips or techniques, Jasmine, that you want to share?
So I'm doing the exact same way you're doing it, actually. I'm using the 217 versus Wanda. What brush did you say you were using?
The 224 brush.
Yeah, 224. So I'm using the 217, which is a little bit more flat this way than Wanda's brush. So I'm doing the same thing. I also like to put my, fill that crease right from where your, I guess your eye and your crease meet. I'm just really kind of placing that brush in there just to really get some definition and some dimension to my eye. But just like Wanda said, I'm really letting that brush just graze my eye slightly so that the blending, the brush is doing the blending for you. First is you having to put all that work in. I'm also holding my brush closer to the end just so that, again, the brush can do the work for me and I won't blend until my arms fall off.
Yes, you're definitely getting a little exercise with the flick of the wrist. But it's it's amazing product. Again, the brush does all the work. You just have to know where to put it, and we're just showing you where to put it, so that way you're able to do it at home as well. So after you do the transition color, we're going to take the next color. I like to use two transitions, but technically this would be a little bit of a darker crease color to define the crease a little bit more. This one is called Swiss Chocolate. It's a beautiful reddish brown eyeshadow that's going to help define the crease a little bit more, and it's going to be great for every skin tone. Mine as well as Jasmine, as well as yours at home too. So again, we're going to use this. I'm going to take the same brush. We like to make it easy. I know Jasmine's going to use the 217. I'm going to use, again, the 224 blending brush. And I'm going to take that in the same spot, but just right where the deeper part is, right in the crease area. So I'm going to show you again, wherever the hollow part of your eye is, just right there in the deeper area. And I'm just going to take it back and forth. I'm not going to take it any higher because we already have the transition color there, or the blending color. So it looks like you already blended it together. You're just taking it right there back and forth. And again, the bristles are going to flare out. They're going to flare out. So that way it's already going to blend it for you. You just put it where it needs to go. Again, the same on the other side. Again, this is Swiss Chocolate, right in the crease to deepen it up, to make it a little bit more defined. And again, this is a Valentine's look. Again, you could do it for every day as well. This is very simple, neutral colors that could go from nighttime to morning time to daytime, anytime. Daytime. How is this color on you, Jasmine?
Swiss Chocolate is like an everyday shade for me. I can smoke up my eye looks with this color. I can wear it on my lid if I'm going for like an inverted smoky eye. It's just a great eye look or an eyeshadow that allows you to have like a daytime look or a nighttime look, just depending on where you're going and what you're doing. I am actually bringing mine up just a little bit higher than Wanda's, just because I have a lot more eye space than Wanda does, naturally. So, and I like a smokier eye. I feel like my eyes stand out a little bit more when they're a little bit smoky. So I had brought mine up just a little bit extra in comparison to Wanda's, which is totally okay. If you have a little bit more crease space, If you want a little bit more of a dramatic flair to your look, you can bring it up slightly just to bat those eyes a little bit more. Maybe you'll get a better Valentine's gift.
Definitely. And then with the Swiss chocolate, because we put it on the top, I'm also going to put it on the bottom. But this time I'm going to use the 242 flat shader brush with the tip of it. And I'm going to take it right on the lower lash line and just work it back and forth.
And again, because my eye shape, sorry, go ahead.
You're good. No, I'm acting like I'm erasing it.
Yeah, my eye shape's a little bit different than Wanda's. So I'm actually going to take that 217 brush again, load it up with some Swiss chocolate and just really get up under there and really just blend it out. And same motions. I'm acting kind of like I'm erasing, just going back and forth, just like Wanda described. But I have a little bit more eye space under as well. I have a little bit more of a prominent eye. So I can definitely add some color under just as I can add it at the top.
Yeah. And again, it depends on what look you're going for. If you do want it more 90s for different eye shapes, you could take the bigger blending brush and bring it down as far as you want. It's going to give it more of a blown out smoky look. Just like she said. So since we have the transition color, now we have Swiss chocolate. Now we're going to do a lighter lid color. But to help us carve out the crease a little bit more, we're going to cut the crease. And I know cutting the crease is like, what? We're going to cut the crease? Yes, we're going to do that with concealer. So that way you're going to have a more of a defined lid, I would say. So I'm going to take the same prolonged concealer with the 242 flat brush, and I'm going to use that right on my eyelid. And you could do the trick that Jasmine did last time, where she basically tapped it on the eyelid and then just looked up, and then it touched the top of the eyelid, and you can use that to carve it out. So again, we're just tracing your natural eye shape just with the flat shader brush, and you can do it little by little. No worries about speeding up unless you're out the door in 5 minutes. Just swipe it right, swipe it left. What's your cut crease technique, Jasmine?
I mean, just kind of like you stated, like how we did last class, where, you know, kind of place it in that crease and just look up so you get that kind of exact place point or marker. But this is really just going to give you more of that super crisp, clean look to your eyeshadow. It's going to give you that, I guess, like an Instagram look, because this is kind of what's trending still. I feel like the cut crease has been trending for a little bit of time now. But it's just going to give you a really nice, clean, crisp look to your eye look.
Yes.
And it's also going to allow the colors to contrast pretty well.
Yes, I call it the Real Housewives look. Real Housewives.
Ooh, that's a good one. This is a look that you do see quite a few celebrities when they're going to, unless they're like super trend based and, you know, it's not like a Met Gala, you will see a lot of celebrities wearing looks like this, more of your reality TV celebrities.
Yeah. And the good thing about this look, again, it's very neutral. So you could wear any lip color with this. You could wear a brighter lip color, you could wear a nude lip color. This is just a simple technique that you can use with any eyeshadow color, to be honest, but these neutral colors will help look or make every look uniform. And then, since I already cut the crease, I would say, or basically define my eyelid, that way when I put the lid color on, it's going to pop even more. I'm going to take the color A Natural Flirt. This is an amazing eyeshadow. It's a 10-hour wear on the lid, and it's a hybrid color. It's like a liquid eyeshadow, but dry at the same time. So that's why it's called hybrid. And it has a nice high shine to it that you could use on the cheeks to highlight, on the nose, as well as eyelids. So I'm going to do that. With the same 242 flat shader brush. Again, these brushes are very multi-purpose. I'm going to put that on the eyelid. I'm tapping it. What brush are you using, Jasmine?
I'm actually using a 239, and I'm going to show you guys one of my favorite tricks just to make this a natural flirt shade really stand out. So I've loaded up my 239 brush with that color. I'm going to take some Fix Plus, the holy grail of makeup, the must-have for everybody. I'm going to spritz my brush a little bit now that I've got that product on there. And this is just going to make it have a little bit more dimension. It's just really going to take that up a level. Really make my eyes pop and stand out. And I'm kind of tapping that color. I feel like if you press these in, they look a lot more dimensioned.
Because they have that high shine, reflective look. So it's definitely a great eyeshadow to play with. I would love for you to come in and check it out. So that way you can see how it looks. I'm just going back a little bit with the crease color to make sure it's nice and blended. I'm not a fan of harsh lines, but if you are, just keep it cut. Just keep it cut.
So I actually am going to keep mine cut just so you guys can see what that looks like. And again, I do have a little bit larger of an eye than Wanda, so this is a look that I can pull off. This look is not for all eye shapes. Work with what you have, definitely. You want to just enhance your eyes.
I love it. Okay, so the next step for me would be eyeliner. Now I'm going to use Carbon eyeshadow as my eyeliner because I do want a softer lash line for this Valentine's look. But you could also make this very intense, again, like Jasmine said, using a little Fix Plus, you can make this a liquid liner as well. So I'm going to take it with a flat 266 angled brush, and I'm going to take that just back and forth, and then I do tap it a little bit and then line it. I know Jasmine's going to be using brush stroke. Tell about your brush stroke liner, Jasmine.
Yes, so I am using brush strokes, as you guys can see. So brush strokes, let me let you guys see what it looks like. Back in the focus of the camera. Brush strokes is a great liner that allows you to really have that precise point to your liner. If you're someone who needs that precision, brush strokes is the liner for you. So it's a 24-hour wear liner. It is smudge smear proof. It is an intense black. And if you'd like to, you can also add the Carbon eyeshadow on top of it that Wanda's using just to really give it a little bit more of that standout look. So I'm just starting on the side of my brush, and I like to place the tip first and then lay the product on its side and just drag right across. So tip first, and I'm just dragging right across just to really get that nice clean line. And again, because this brush is so thin, it's so easy to move and flexible. It allows you to really, really do whatever shape you want. You can literally draw zigzags on your face with this brush if you wanted to. That's how precise it is. And I'm just going to extend just a little bit just to give myself a slight wing. Because again, this is a Valentine's or Galentine's look. So we want all the smoke with our eyes. We want to be able to bat these eyes all day.
Definitely. And again, you could do the wing liner with the brush stroke, or you could also use it with Carbon eyeshadow and an angled brush. And with, like Jasmine said, we're just tapping it right by your lash line. And you could also use the angled brush to do the wing liner as well with the same powder eyeshadow. So this is, again, Carbon eyeshadow by itself. That, what's it called? That flick of the wrist looks amazing on your eyes with that wing liner, Jasmine.
Thank you. So real quick, I'm going to pause on this eye, and I'm going to show you guys another little trick while Wanda finishes her liner. I'm going to take that Carbon liner, or Carbon shadow on a 212 brush, just a flat shader brush. And I'm just going to pat Carbon on top of that liner. And this is just going to really make that liner bolder. It's going to make it literally stay proof. It's not going to go anywhere. It wouldn't go anywhere by itself, but it's really not going nowhere now. It just really intensifies that look. So as you guys can see, this eye has the black eyeshadow, the Carbon over it, and this eye does not. I'm just gonna finish my wing real quick to catch up to Miss Wanda.
Yes, I know. I love the Carbon eyeshadow on top of the brush stroke as well, especially when you take Instagram pictures or selfies. It makes it look like you filtered it without even having to filter it. So these are little tips and tricks you could use for your own self, again, for your pictures or for every day. While she does that, I'm going to take the Graph Black technical liner. I'm going to use that inside my waterline. Now, usually you don't have to use it inside your waterline. You could use it at the bottom. We're going to smoke it out. We're going to smoke it out. This is Valentine's. Again, you can make it just like this, very simple and classic, but we're going to put a little bit of black eyeliner inside the waterline. And I don't know if this one is pretty to look at while I do it, but I'm still going to do it. So I'm going to take it right on that waterline. just like so. And then it just makes it a little bit more smoky. And the same on the other side, right in that waterline. And again, this is a technically a waterproof technical eye kohl. It's not going to budge either. And it's super dark. We have different colors in these. There's brown, there's black, there's blue, there's purple, but I'm going to be using the black today. And then to set that, you can use the same carbon eyeshadow if you want to on the lower lash line. Just slightly, again, to make it a little bit more smoky with the 266 angled brush.
And so while Wanda finishes her eyeliner, I'm going to go in with our In Extreme Dimension mascara, 3D Black. So this mascara is literally going to give you 3D lashes. It coats your lashes 360 round, so you have the most volume to your lashes. This is also our #1 selling mascara for the brand. I mean, it's an amazing mascara. It's a must-have for me. So I'm just going to take this brush and really just go in on my lashes really good. And this brush also has, I'm going to show you guys a dry one so you can see what the bristles look like, especially at the top. It has, I don't know if you guys can see that. It has bristles at the top of the brush. And basically what I like about that, it allows you to really go in those little nook and cranny parts of your eye to really get those lashes too. We don't want to leave any lashes out. All the lashes need some mascara. They all need some love. Wanda, what are we doing over there?
Yes, so as Jasmine is putting on her mascara, I'm putting on my lashes. And so I'm taking the Duo Latex Free Lash Adhesive with some MAC lashes. The ones I'm using today are number 86 Opportunist Lash. Beautiful lash that I'm going to be putting on. And again, for the lash tutorial, basically, I'm going to put it in the middle. I'm going to look down the mirror and then just put it right in the middle. Just like so. Then attach it on the end. And then I look towards the side and get it in the inner corner. And that's that. Again, lashes complete the whole look. I would not leave the house without mascara or lashes. And again, you could do mascara or you could do eyelashes or you could do both. And I know I have both because I have mascara on my lower lash line. So I know we only have a few minutes left, so I wanted to make sure I tell y'all what I'm wearing on my lips today. I'm using, again, Ruby Woo liquid, Ruby Woo lip pencil and the beautiful Powder Kiss formula in $1 Billion Smile. This is, again, a moisturizing matte finish lipstick that you could wear every day, and it's going to feel comfortable underneath the mask, as well as if you're sanitary for your Valentine's date tonight. What are you wearing, Jasmine?
So I'm going to do $1 Billion Smile as well in the Powder Kiss Retro Mattes. And then I'm also going to do Cherry Lip Pencil because Cherry's a little bit darker. So it'll give me a little bit more. My lips are fuller than Wanda's a little bit too. So this will give me the dimension that I need for $1 Billion Smile to tone down just slightly, but still capture the beautiful pink that it is.
Yes, it's going to be beautiful. And then on your cheeks, I'm wearing the beautiful No Shame Glow Play blush to tie that lip look. And I know Jasmine's wearing a beautiful color as well.
Love Thing.
Love Thing. So
Yes.
There's different colors for each skin tone. But again, we could come definitely help you out with those looks and techniques. So I hope you learned some things today. I know I didn't want the Zoom to cut us off, but I hope you learned some things today. Again, we did a neutral Valentine's look with texture eyeshadow. Again, for the transition color. Swiss Chocolate for the crease color. And a Natural Flirt for the lid color with some liner and lashes. So very simple steps. Again, rewatch this. We're going to save it on YouTube so that way you can rewatch it and complete this look for later. Thanks so much.
Thank y'all.
Ooh,
Definitely stop by and use
beautiful.
that. Thanks. Definitely use that hashtag Valentine's Day to get all of the products you need to create your perfect Galentine's or Valentine's Day look. Get your complimentary one-on-one with myself or Wanda.
Yes, come check us out. Only at your local Mac counter.